Welcome to the Level Up Lounge podcast with Steph and Chantel. Hey, Steph.
Hello. So today we have an amazing guest on our podcast. She's the founder of my charity Raffle. She's an amazing friend. We've really got to know her over the last couple of years, I think.
Yeah.
But she's also a small business owner and we love her values. This is Sarah.
Hey, Sarah.
Hello, everyone. Glad to be here today.
We're so honored, first and foremost, to have you with us. Like Steph said, you are a friend to us, but you are an inspiration. How many times do we go and go, oh, that's Sarah. She's just such a lovely, lovely woman.
Very, very beautiful human being, inside and out.
I know you don't like compliments, but I did want to mention that from the bottom of our hearts.
Yeah.
And tell us about who is Sarah. We know, MCR and also a small business owner. Who is Sarah?
It's never easy to answer the question who Sarah is because I'm still finding myself. Once upon a time, I asked my daughter, who's a Taylor Swift fan, and I asked her, I said, what's your favorite song? And she said, I don't have one. I was like, why not? And then she said, because she keeps writing new songs.
I love that. What a smart girl.
So I feel like that is the life that Sarah's been living through at this particular moment. She's a very proud mom of 2 kids, very beautiful kids. She's a business owner. She runs Duet Immigration that helps professional migrants to find their space and blossom in the country they can really add value to.
Love that.
And she also founded my charity Raffle. And now that starting from a platform where just helps small to medium-sized charities to fundraise through raffles, now she's building, I think she's in the mission to build a beautiful community where we have a group of beautiful people there who are committed to supporting charity and fashion. We're bringing the glamour back into the fundraising and supporting small to medium-sized business owners, just like myself, and you too as well.
I love that. I love that because we connected through my charity Raffle.
Yes.
And then I was like, hold on. I mean, we love supporting charity to begin with. It's so important to be able to give. Not so much what we receive, but what we give.
Yep.
But then when you combine fashion with, I thought, hold on, this is cool. I love fashion. And I just found it such a cool concept.
It's really a good concept. Like every event we go to, there's a fashion parade. There's a different designer. It's fun. You dress up, but you're not only going there to see the fashions, you're there to support a charity. And it's very wholesome, I think.
I think this is where we say that is fashion with a purpose.
Fashion with a purpose.
I like that.
I love that. Fashion with a purpose.
Yes.
Thank you. Because I've been in fundraising for over 20 years, mainly through the influence of my husband and the work we've been doing over the past 20 years. So we've raised close to $400 million.
Oh, that is insane.
Well done. You deserve a clap for that.
It's not
That's
just
incredible.
$400 million
That's insane.
through MCR.
Through MCR and the work that we've been doing.
Well done.
But it's never the work that it was only done by me and my husband. There's an army of people behind us who are the unknown heroes who are just there selling raffle tickets, fundraising at events, and it's all through their collective effort that we arrived at where we are now. So one of the things that we're really proud of is through the 20 years of work, we noticed that the majority of the supporters of charities are not those who are actually earning the top 1% of the income. What they really are is people like you and me who are not thinking about becoming a millionaire or billionaire before they can support charities, but rather incorporating supporting a charity as part of their life, just like you're brushing your teeth. If they can earn a good income, they believe that a percentage of that should go and support a charity, especially a local charities just around the corner. Help those less fortunate with good karma. We know that that's how we build a better world. And also through the 20 years of fundraising experience, I realized that there was a gap in the market. And I realized, especially after COVID, it's not so much that people are not in the mood or not in there to support charities, but sometimes or most of the time it's because they don't feel good about themselves.
That is so
That's
true.
very true.
That is actually so true. And I do feel that after COVID, a lot of people did step away from the charity field or from the donation, area because everyone became their own version of I need help.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of people lost their jobs. Interest rates have gone up. Everything's gone up
Yeah, cost
since
of
COVID.
living.
The whole cost of living. So it's really, really hard. But I find too that it's very interesting that regular people are the ones that are contributing to these fundraisers and not the ones in the top tier earning the millions of dollars. Like, I don't understand that. But I guess just with my point of view, we want to help others because we know what it's like to sort of, we've come from migrant homes. We know what it's like to help our families overseas. So we know that there are less fortunate people out there. And it is very important to help those charities.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so.
you.
But what I love with what you've done and how we connected with you, Sarah, is how you put the fashion aspect into it.
Yes.
So I remember going to our first show that you put on and you invited us to. I was like, I wonder how this is going to work.
Yeah.
I really had no concept in how fashion and charity was going to work. We had a blast.
Yeah, it was so much
We
fun.
forgot that it was a charity event.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
So yeah, I love that whole concept. Now I know you guys are working on something big.
Yes. We're very excited.
We're
about
very
it.
excited to be part of it with you
Yes.
and help you through it. Now, who wants to make the announcement?
We'll leave it up to Sarah. Sarah's wearing the
Sarah?
red, so
Sarah's
she's
wearing
very
the
dressed for the
red.
part.
And you're wearing the black.
We're wearing for once I'm in black and not in red, but just to represent my red family, I've got the red lips and the red nails and the red jewelry.
Yes, you do.
Thank you.
Not to disappoint.
So the big announcements will be done in just a minute. I just want to follow up on what I just said about not feeling good.
Yeah.
I realize that is a common thing that I hear from people about, oh, I'm just not feeling great today. I'm feeling all right. So it's the thing that people don't say is when you know that they're not feeling the best. And then I was like, what can I do to contribute? How can I help more people than just the people around me to help them to lift their mood? And then I realized that as a girl, when I wake up in the morning, before I head to work, I need to get dressed. And sometimes just a little bit extra that I do might be a different shade of lipstick, or might be a new eyeliner, might be a new scarf or new pair of earrings, whatever that is. And it doesn't matter how small it is, it will lift my mood. And so just by starting with looking good, and somehow it puts me in the mood of feel good. And if I can feel good, then I'm more inclined to be doing good. And then I said to myself, why can't that be a concept? Let's start doing those events where people get dressed so they look the best. Then they feel good about themselves. They hear inspirational stories from the charities, and then we're on our way to do good. So that's the
Love
concept.
that.
Yeah.
Love
It's a
that.
great concept because it's very true. When you look good, you feel confident. You make other people feel more confident too because you're much nicer.
And you don't even need to speak.
No.
Your energy is radiating.
Yes.
And
Yeah, agreed.
People enjoy being around you more because you're so confident, and it's all part of the leveling up.
Yes.
Leveling up is how you feel, and not just how you feel, but your mental state as well. So I do find when you look good,
Yes.
your mental capacity is on a different level. Do you agree?
I absolutely agree. And that's where I was like, because people say that, why can't you just exercise? Exercise will make you feel good as well. And I said, that is brilliant, but that is not accessible to everyone. There might be people out there who's got health challenges that they're not able to do the things that normal people could do.
You're right.
And people be like, oh, well, you could just, meditate. You could do that. I said, it's great. You are able to do that.
Yeah.
But I have seen a lot of kids who couldn't even sit around, or a lot of people couldn't even sit there for over 2 seconds and without actually being distracted to do things. So some people might have challenges just being able to sit down and actually focus on other things to kind of distress themselves.
Focusing.
Yes. Sorry, I'm very bad at focusing.
Yes.
So that's where I thought, what is the one thing that is accessible to everyone? Because at the end of the day, you're going to get up, you're going to put your clothes on, you're going to get out to the world, and everybody can start from the moment they wake up in the morning and to see, is there any 1% that I can elevate of my
That's
look
amazing.
today?
I love that. Because a
Yeah.
lot of people do wake up, I shouldn't say with a negative mindset, but with, oh, another day. Oh, I'm late to work. Oh, I've got to brush my hair. It's always
Yeah.
like, rather
An
than
inconvenience.
thank you, God, for another day. You've woken up
Yes.
healthy
Yeah.
and just embrace the even the smallest thing, the ability to be able to have water to brush your teeth.
Yeah. That's right.
Like I'm always like, thank you, God, for every single step. The fact that I can turn on the kettle to make a cup of tea.
Yeah. That's it.
You know what I mean? Or to have my legs, I'm able to go for a walk or a jog
It's
in
a
the morning.
privilege.
Yeah, exactly.
Little things that we take for granted, but that gratefulness almost changes your mindset.
Exactly. Yeah.
And
100%.
yeah,
And that's why I think your prizes also incorporate in this as
Yes.
well, because each one of your prizes that you've given has also changed people's lives and
Big
shown
time.
yes, you've
Big
made them
time.
feel happy about themselves. They've given, they've donated, and then they've won this amazing Paris Fashion Week trip
Like
or Dubai trip.
a literal
It's
dream come true.
life
A
changing.
literal, yeah. Not just with the trip itself, which of course,
Yeah.
oh my God, a trip to Paris, hi there. I'll
Yes.
sign me up anytime.
Yes.
But the what difference you would have made in their life.
Yeah, 100%. You've
Like, this is
opened
a
their eyes
story
up
that
to-
they will tell for the rest of their life to, I don't know if they have children, but to their children or their children's children.
Yeah.
Guess what? My mum won a trip to Paris. Like, it's actual life changing.
Yeah.
Thank you. And I think at the end of the day, what I do know is when you get old and money, time is literally the things that people sort of chase for or forget about. But when you get old, all you have is memories. So if there's a way that you can help people and add those unforgettable memories to their lives,
Yeah.
and then I think that's how you really help other people change their lives.
I
That's
think
incredible.
so. I love
And
that.
it's very true. That's my motto.
Yeah.
I give lots of experiences to my children because that's what I remember as a child. My dad took me everywhere and it was just good family times, and you remember those times.
I love that. Yeah,
Yeah.
my childhood as well. I remember
Yeah.
all the time Mum used to love to, fine and dine, and I still love doing
Yeah,
that
you
now.
still love doing
And
that. And your
literally.
fashion, that's from your
and
mum.
fashion is from my mum, and also my makeup. It's from my mum.
Yeah, from
my
your
mum
mum.
being a hairdresser, and traveling. I love to travel.
Yeah.
Like,
Thank you. There is so much we can cover, but I think I'm ready to make the big announcement.
oh, it's now when said. Okay, here we go. Dum dum dum, and the announcement is. Go ahead, Sarah.
It is happening on the 30th of April, being one of the world's first viewer of Devil Wears Prada 2, which has
how
only been
exciting.
20 years in the making.
20 years since the
In the
making.
making.
Incredible.
So we're inviting you to come and join us to this fundraiser where we will be fundraising for Autism Swim. So all the profits coming out of this event will be supporting our local charities because we do see that as a local charity event here in Sydney. Well, it's only one of the first that we're starting.
Guys,
incredible.
I know this is a red carpet event.
Yes.
This is your chance to dress up in your finest Devil Wears Prada inspired outfit.
Yes.
I'm telling you guys, I'm going to have the hat ready. I'm going to have,
Yep.
I'm going to have the Rich Red by CR Luxury Cosmetics.
That's right.
The
Exactly.
red lips. And I can't wait to go all
Yeah,
out.
it'll be so good.
And we're going to walk the red carpet.
We'll be there doing interviews. So it'll be
Yes.
just like a real red carpet event. You'll be treated like a celebrity.
Literally. And Steph and I will be there as the official podcast partner with MCR.
Yes.
And covering
Yeah, it'll be so
covering
good.
the event, which we're very, very, very excited and honoured.
Yes, very honoured.
Very
Oh,
honoured.
thank you so much for coming to the event. And to all of you viewers out there, if you were thinking about occasion to really dress up,
Yeah.
this would be your occasion. And it's so interesting because this idea did not come from Anne Hathaway, who actually said that you should dress as if you were Miranda Priestley approved.
Yes,
Is that
I hear that's come from one of your
prize winners?
prize winners. Tell us a little bit
It's
about.
actually from Donna, who's our Paris Fashion Week winner. in
Shout out to Donna,
2024.
who couldn't be here today.
Thank you so much, Donna. And Donna came up with the idea when we heard about this movie is coming out. And she was like, how cool would that be? We all get dressed up on the night and then we all do it for a good cause and we raise some money and everybody had a great time. So we can carry this memory with us. We can talk about forever.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah. And then you can associate the good feeling of the movie, watching the movie, with the good feeling of giving to a charity and help the charity to promote their good cause as well.
Yeah.
And I said, that's brilliant. And then she said, it's because she's the mom of 3 young kids. You know, it's rarely for a mom to really get dressed up without feeling guilty.
Definitely.
Yeah.
The mom guilt is always there.
It's
every
always
time.
there. Oh, don't you worry.
So when you
Never
go
leaves
out
you.
for something, you want to have a great time, but you also wanted to teach your kids and show your kids you're doing this for a good cause
Yes.
because you're leading by example other than telling them what that you think they should live their lives.
Yes.
And then she said, is the other point she made, it was really resonated with me. She said, look, this is an iconic fashion movie. I mean, dressed up in your track pants and then just turn up in your thongs. It's just not the best way to honor
No
the
way.
movie and the artistry of the movie.
Yes.
So if we can just get everybody dressed up in their favorite outfits, you know, and have these really meaningful conversations, go and watch this movie together and talk about the movie afterwards and listen and to other people's stories and learn a little bit about Autism Swim and the great work they do in the community. It's a dream come true. And to top that up, you're not going to believe it.
What?
Donna.
Here we go. Another announcement on the Level Up Lounge podcast.
Donna not only came up with this idea, and she knew what a good memory she had through the Paris experience. She's also will be personally purchasing a designer item, and she'll be donating on the night.
Incredible woman.
And throw in as a prize so that when you come to the event and you can support the charity and win this designer prize. And I'm not going to tell you what it is, but I know her favorite brand is Christian Dior. So
Wow.
stay tuned.
Amazing. She's such a beautiful woman. I've seen her with her videos in Paris and she just
We followed the
so
journey,
happy.
didn't we?
Yeah.
And that is what the community is about, is that you give and then you get rewarded.
Yeah.
Because when she said she supported the charities through the MCR platform, she had never thought that she will win anything because that's just not what you don't expect. Because she said
Very rare.
Yeah.
Except you win everything.
anything.
Steph always wins.
But then that's exactly what is beautiful about the community, is what I said to everyone, that it's great to win something,
Yeah.
but it's even better
To
when
give,
you
to
win
give.
something because you've done something good,
Good.
and now that good karma is coming back to you.
Yeah.
I truly
Pay
believe in
it
good
back to
karma.
you.
I
Yeah.
truly
Yeah.
believe it.
And now she's paying it forward.
That's amazing.
So she
What a
wanted
beautiful
to keep
woman.
passing on. And she's a classic example of what we have in the community. And that is the community will keep on building.
Yep.
We'll be doing more of those charity fashion events to connect those like-minded fashion and charity supporters.
I love that. Like
Yeah.
that is, I've got so blessed to have a beautiful group of friends around me. So this is the perfect example of grab your girlfriends for a girls' night
Yes.
out.
Yeah.
Let's go watch Devil Wears
Mother,
Prada.
daughter.
Yes.
Mother,
Yeah.
daughter,
Yeah.
whoever, just a girls' night out.
Yes.
Boys are welcome too, of course.
Yes.
But it's just a nice example of that you can just lock it in, get your friends together, get your family, your mum, daughter, aunties, dress up. When was the last time you'd really, truly dressed up and felt good?
Yeah.
And at the same time, a portion of your ticket, you get to watch the movie.
Yeah.
There's VIP packages, but a portion of it, also majority of it,
All
I'm
of
not
it.
sure- is it
All
all
of it
of
goes to
the
charity.
profits.
All of it
Oh,
goes
wow.
to
All
charity.
profits will
Yeah.
go to
All
Autism Swim.
100%,
100%.
of the profits go
Yes.
to autism.
Correct. Yeah.
There we go.
And where did you come up with the concept for like Autism Swim? Like how did you just choose this charity to support?
There's so many charities that you deal with, right?
Thank you. Every charity is kind of curated based on the theme or what's happening or what's important in my life and in the life of the communities that we build. So I was inspired by the 13-year-old hero we have here in Australia,
Amazing.
Austin, who swam 4 kilometers to save his
That was in
family
Perth,
lost
right?
at sea. Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How long ago was that?
It
Just
was just
earlier in the
this
year.
year.
So it was just this
Yes,
year, so
this
going back
year.
to January.
In January, yeah. And this is the guy who could not even pass the swim assessment and who just showed incredible courage.
Is he autistic?
I do not believe so.
Okay.
But what he showed was that how important swimming as a skill is, especially in Australia. You know, I was born in China and swim wasn't a big thing when I grew up.
Yep.
But when I came here, I know how important it is. So I make sure that my kids are onto it at
Yep.
a very young age. But what's important is this is a local event being held in Sydney, in Australia, and we really wanted to support a local charity. And I wanted to everybody to remember 2026 of such a hero, of a
Yep.
young hero who swam 4 kilometers to save his family's life. And also, I also wanted to be able to connect with the community or a charity who would dedicate them to about supporting kids with their swimming capabilities, but particularly people on the
Autistic.
neurodivergent sort of spectrum,
Yep.
because kids on that spectrum are more than likely to be drowned by normal kids. So
Mm.
there's a lot of important messages there, and the programs they run really helping kids to be more included, or inclusive sort of programs. They line
It's
up
an
with
incredible cause.
It
Surf
is-
Life
it is
Savings as
amazing.
well. Clubs, they run a lot of DPS program. You can look them up, and I'm sure that you will learn all about it on the night. We'll get some volunteers out on the night to talk about their experience with the charity and the great work in our local charity. So imagine this, dressed up, been to the event. You probably will meet some of your lifelong friends on the night.
Yes.
You have a great experience, and you will be learning about this charity, and you will go home. And this is something you remember that you did in 2026.
Yeah, that's incredible.
And that's something that you're going to write in your life book.
Yeah.
And we welcome you to be part of it.
Yes.
I don't think people who just simply go on and purchase a VIP ticket just think, oh, I'm just going to the movies. But little do they know, events like these are life changing.
They are.
For who you meet on the night. One,
Yep.
we met you through an event.
Thank you.
Yes.
And now I feel, well, speaking on both Steph and I's behalf, we're lifelong friends.
Yes.
And second of all, it's your chance to look good and feel good. And it brings back the motto, which is fashion with a purpose.
Yes.
Yes, exactly.
Looking good and giving back.
That's
I
right.
honestly couldn't think of two better. That's who I love giving. It's who I am. It's my heart. But fashion, and I love fashion. So just combining the two is mind blowing.
That's it. And with Sarah running the event, like we know it's going to be big. It's going to be huge. She never does anything small.
Nothing.
That's what I really love
Nothing.
about Sarah. Like
Thank
even
you.
when the prize winners, she goes along and she makes the experience tailored to them. Don't you? I've heard all the stories about it. Like it's
Oh, I've heard. I've
yeah.
heard. I've
The
heard
hot
where
air
you almost
balloons.
met the hot air balloon
Yes.
story. I love that you told us about.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah.
It was really great. And I think there are a few things out there. And it's not just an experience, it's how that experience will change you. As small as going to an event, as big as going on a trip to Dubai, Paris, or New York. And as an example, so John, who's one of our Emily in Paris Inspired trip, a winner.
wow.
So who went there in 2025.
Yep.
She also is a small hair salon owner. So she saw a lot of curls when she was walking down the street in Paris.
Oh wow.
And then she was so inspired by that. And then she told me that she will come back and she would open a Parisian corner in her hair salon with the photos that she had and inspiration she had. And then so when people come and to her hair salon, there's something for them to look at.
I love that.
And that's really adding to her hair salon as well. I'm
100%.
due to visit her. She's told me that she's already got that corner now.
Wow.
And I'm due to visit her. And it's those stories, because a lot of times that you hear people win a trip and then the moment the winner is announced, and that is the end of the story.
That's it. You just email them their ticket and their accommodation,
Yeah.
and it's like have a good time, right?
Yeah.
But with you guys, you literally
But
go
Make it a good
along, make it an
experience.
experience, and you
But
do activities together.
to me, I feel like winning something is only the very beginning of an exciting journey, because it's not just a name being popped up who's the winner. It's a person's lives yet to be changed. If you
Wow.
believe in kindness and charity, and that is my perfect and precious moment of me who's in the power to be able to really add to this person's life. So when I knew that we had a mother-daughter trip when we went to Dubai, and I tested how adventurous the mom would be, and she
I
was
love
like,
that.
well, I've never really been on a trip with my daughter alone.
Oh, my
And,
mum would love that.
So
and
My
I
mum would
said,
love that.
well, how adventurous are you? How do we feel about skydiving? Hot air balloon.
How old roughly is the mum? Are we talking like mid-50s?
Well, yes,
Okay,
because her daughter is a primary school teacher,
Okay.
and she's the teacher's assistant.
Oh, so
working
she
in
knows
the
that.
school.
Oh, yes, yes.
And then that's when I said, hot air balloon, how do you feel about that? And she said, yeah, I've never really been, unless, yeah, I would love to give it a go. I said, great, we can do this together. And she was like, oh, but it's pretty pricey, so we might just give it a pass. And I said, look, if I'm inviting you to something, I do not expect you to pay. You've never dealt with a Chinese girl before, have you?
Well, it's the same concept with the Lebanese as well. We do the same thing.
So then she was like, oh, wow. So she was speechless. I said, let's just do it. So I was looking at all the packages. Imagine like you get into this hot air balloon flying over the desert of Dubai.
That's just
Beautiful.
And
incredible.
to see the sunrise. I
Oh.
was like, I so want this to be an exclusive experience. Had a look. It cost more than 10,000 Australian dollars. I was like, I think
10 grand.
Oh, wow.
Are you buying the hot air balloon? Are you buying the hot air
I
balloon?
was like, well, that is a bit too much.
That's
to
a lot,
say, But I'm just
definitely.
going to bet on my luck, and hopefully it's not too crowded. And as it turned out, we got up at 4:30 in the morning. We were waiting for the driver to pick us up. And the driver said there was another group staying in the same hotel they're going to pick up as well. But unfortunately, they tested them that they're not coming. So we actually ended
So
up
she ended up with a
being
private, let me
the
guess.
only
How
guest
good.
in that hot air balloon ride, and we had this amazing experience, private experience to
Wow.
ourselves.
Minus the $10,000 private experience.
And that is something that I know they will be telling their grandchildren about. And
That is incredible. Sounds
Beautiful.
incredible.
Such an amazing,
Could you imagine us up
life-changing
on there at
experience.
4:30 a.m. on the thing? We'd have our tripods out.
Yeah, that's right.
Our selfie stuff happening. Would need just to capture every single moment.
Good.
when I
Incredible.
said, thank you so much, Sarah, for this experience, and I said, thank you, because you are adding to my life book. Because that's always my life philosophy, that I came with nothing, I'll leave with nothing as well. And the entire life is me
goosebumps.
writing a book. And they really added to my life book, because I know when you give, you also gain. You gain in kindness,
100%. And
you
I think
gain
that's
that
why
good
the three of
feeling.
us
Yeah.
have
So we
connected
have
very
the same
well.
values.
Because it's not what can I get out of people, or let me use people and what I can get. No. Our mindset is what can we give, because everything, one way or another, the good always comes back to you.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Always. So,
Yeah.
and that smile, that
I
sitting
know,
smile,
look at her.
she
She's
just
just
put on that
beautiful.
smile. That's
Beautiful.
I think it's always like that, and people sometimes forget that we're all human beings. And when we do something good, I always just say, people say, why do you fundraise and why do you want to support charities? Like, why do you do this
Yeah,
as a
why?
living?
Yeah.
And I say, because what I always believe that when you support a charity, you're ultimately supporting a person or an animal or um, the
A lot of
environment,
animals.
even the person, the animal that you never met, and probably you will never likely be having any encounter with. And that is the most human thing that a human can do. You watch animals, they support each other
Yeah.
in the same tribe, in the same families. But for humans,
They
we
compete.
support.
Yeah.
They compete. You're bringing the support aspect to humanity. But most humans want to compete, not support. So that's what I love about what you're doing. You're bringing that support factor and reminding people.
And I think most importantly is because I am a Chinese girl, and I know I got brought up to believe in that I need to work really hard, work very hard, earn a lot of money, become a billionaire, millionaire, then I can set up a foundation and give a percentage of whatever I've earned. That's my way of doing good. But having come to Australia 20 years ago, and now I noticed that exactly what I said in the beginning of the podcast, that it's every single one of the people around me who actually taught me that the everyday giving and supporting is a way of life. You don't have to be a millionaire. You can start with where you are, with what you've got, and you
Yeah.
can still make a difference. Not necessarily you have to wait for 30 years, but also starting with everything you do in your life and inspire those closest to you to be the best that they can be and inspire those who work with you to see a brighter future.
I love that.
Yeah.
You know, it's all about starting with kindness.
Yeah.
Simple kindness.
Yeah.
If you can't afford to, you know, money-wise, but that if you start off with kindness and have that kindness in your heart and with everybody that you come across, eventually that leads to you changing people's lives with simple hello
Yeah.
or a
Exactly.
conversation with somebody who other people just walk past and don't even give them the time of day.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think most people criticize. Criticize is easier. When you see something, you criticize. And very few actually would get involved and hoping that they could change the
Yes.
reality.
Yeah.
And for those people who actually act, are those people that who would be not just supporting. I always say to the kids, I said, don't expect other people to do more for you. If that's your expectation, be that person.
Yeah. Yeah. Be the leader.
I always say that be the person you want to marry.
Yeah. Very true.
Be the person you want to
Yes,
marry.
that's very true.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like
So
that.
dressed up as if it's your wedding day
Wow.
on the night, you know.
Yeah.
And when you come here, you don't dress for others, you dress for yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, there might be some surprise proposals on the night. You never know. We'll keep you guys updated.
So we want to curate more experiences and events like that for every single one of you. We welcome you to be involved and we love you to be part of it. And thank you so much for having me today.
Thank you so much for coming on.
Sarah.
Honestly, we love your values. You're a beautiful person. And we're actually very, very excited for what the future holds for all of us
our
because we want to
partnership with
help as
you.
much as we can as well. Like, it's going to be incredible.
And speaking of kindness, as what Chantel just said, about you start being kind,
Yes.
staying being kind, and then you will attract the right people with the right vibes.
Very
That's
true.
right.
You don't
Yep.
go out and fetch them, you will attract them.
That's exactly
In
right.
Chinese, we always say that 路遥知马力，日久见人心. It means with distance, you test a horse's strength, but with time, you reveal a person's true character. Keep
Wow.
on doing the things that you're doing and believing in those values, and the right people will come to you, and you will be there for the right people who need you the most.
I've got goosebumps. Why did I get goosebumps? I think that's so
Why am I
beautiful.
speechless?
Yeah.
Am I
so
ever
beautiful.
speechless? I always have something
That's
to say.
I want to say how, like, thank you for introducing us to your Chinese network and your culture because I'm obsessed with it now. I think it's incredible. I love your culture.
We're going to start learning Chinese.
Yes, I want to learn.
I'm looking
I
forward
want to
to
go
it.
to China. I just
Or
find
Patrick.
you.
We're going to be the next Patrick.
We're gonna be the next Patrick.
Yeah, well, we're gonna be Patrick. We'll invite Patrick on the night.
We
As
will.
he's actually the volunteer to Autism Swim as well.
I love that. We're going
Yeah.
to be interviewing him. He's on our
Yes.
list. Definitely.
Yes. And like one of the senators said that he is an egg. No, he's an egg because he's white on the outside
Oh,
and yellow on the
yes.
inside. I honestly have had so much fun going to the events with your culture and the
Love it.
women's
We've had a
networking
ball.
event. It's been amazing. I'm very excited to do more.
Me
so.
too.
Thank you so much. And I
Me
think we
too.
could be the bridge and to gap the beautiful values of the two cultures
Yes.
in a way. Because like what I said, even on the night, that it's not only I said about you can take a Chinese girl out of China, but you can't take China out of Chinese girl. I think every migrant coming to this country, this element of their own culture,
Yes.
they add to the culture and also the people around them. I don't think that we should throw them away. We should keep them and really adding to the community. And
Definitely.
that's how diverse.
And in saying that, with the Chinese community, even different cultures, for example, like Steph and I, who were born here, but with immigrant parents who've raised us with that culture.
Yes.
Value.
So that value, like I'm Lebanese and Steph's Filipino English. So the values that we brought up are almost identical. And I find that's why we both relate very strongly
Yes.
to the Chinese community.
Yes.
Is I find our values, it's all about respect.
Yes.
Respect is very, very important in
Yeah.
everything that we do and how we greet people and etc. But our values and our cultures are very similar.
Yeah.
Very, very similar.
Yeah. And kindness.
Very
and
similar. and it's
Education.
very honouring to see
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I do look forward to that because a part of the business I run is called Duet Immigration,
Yes.
where we corporate immigration specialists. We help small to medium-sized business owners here in Australia to kind of attract those really talented professional migrants. And we're talking about not just a migrant come over here to settle because of family reasons. They actually came here to really add to the economy and the community. And some of them bring the extremely talented people that Australia is out there to compete. And we really wanted to showcase a lot of the work they do because I think that's another way for me to really thank the country that has really changed my life.
I love
to
that.
Yeah.
I
And it
love
has.
that.
It's changed so many people's lives,
It
hasn't it?
has. We're very, very blessed to
Very
be
blessed to be in Australia.
in Australia, and for people with all different cultures to be
Yeah.
accepted and to be able to live and be who they are, but at the same time maintaining their Australian values.
Yes.
That needs to
Yeah.
be first and foremost.
100%.
But yeah, it's such a. We're very blessed to be in this country.
Yes.
I love it a lot.
Thank you very much.
But
yeah.
yeah. So, is there anything else you'd like to add?
We did say that in the beginning of the podcast. Is there anything we really want to leave to
Mhm.
our viewer? And we said that if you want to change the world, start with your
Start with your fashion.
start with your wardrobe.
Start with your wardrobe. I was close. I was close. Okay, let's do this again. Go.
All right.
If
If you wanted to change the world,
start with your wardrobe. It is inspiring. It is in more ways than another. People look and go, and it's not about designer brands.
No.
It's not about your wealth. It's not about showing wealth, and that's what people don't understand. I have a lot of. If you look at my inbox, so many people. Where's this dress from? Where's that skirt from? I love that you've put these two colors together. I never thought. You've inspired me to put pink with red, for example. And half the time I would have gotten the outfits, at well-priced stores, but just giving people the confidence to level up.
Yep.
And to dress well. And go outside of your comfort zone with your
Yes.
wardrobe,
That's right.
But I hope, where can people get tickets for this event, and also if they can't attend or just want to generally support
There's a
my
donation
charity
function
raffle.
for them.
So if you can just look into the camera and give people either a website or where they can follow you.
No problem. Thank you. So you can jump on Instagram and follow us at My Charity Raffle. If you want to follow all of our future events, it's called MCR Fashion Club. You can become one of us. And also, if you want to win a beautiful trip to Paris and in April, and then jump onto our website, is mycharityraffle.com.au.
Amazing.
And to come and meet us in Sydney on the 30th of April. We're ready for you. Are you ready to join us?
Love that. Thank you so much, Sarah, for
Thank
being
you.
on. A true honour from the both
Yes.
of us. I know I speak on both Steph and I. We're very honoured. We're very excited to where our partnership is going to lead.
Yes.
And
Yeah. And we look forward to the 30th of April. So we'd like to thank our sponsors, Mic'd Up Studios. We'd like to thank My Charity Raffle, and we'd like to thank ASEA Time.
thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.